like to paint flowers? Then let's do it together today. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, I'm Modula, the artist behind Modula Creations, and I do help people to learn to draw, paint and relax through art. I post video tutorials like this one every single week, so do subscribe, click on the bell icon and stay connected. In today's painting, we are going to do beautiful plumeria flowers in acrylics, and I'm going to take you through the step-by-step instructions as well as the tips of painting these flowers. So let's get started. For today's painting, I'll be using a primary yellow, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, sap green along with white and finest grey. For the brushes, I'm going to use two brushes. One is of size 8 and another is of size 2 filbert brushes. I start by drawing the initial sketch of the plumeria. You can actually sketch it out with a white charcoal pencil. It's easy to erase and you can change those petals as well. So sketching the petals will help you to just arrange the petals in however way you want before getting started with the painting. So I am just sketching the petals alone, and for the stem and other things I'll probably do it just directly with a brush. This is somewhat an easy flower to do. Just remember that the flower is pinwheel shaped and it has 5 petals. So considering that in mind, you can easily draw this flower. And this flower also comes in variety of colors including pinks, reds, yellow and white, and also actually in a combination of these colors. So for today we are going to use a yellow and a white plumeria. So these white plumerias with yellow center is one of the most popular and most common plumerias found around them. So that's why I wanted to do this painting. So just also remember that these petals stack on top of each other. So that is one more thing that you need to bring out of the painting. Just like stacking each of the petals one on top of the other. The outer edge is going to be white, and from the inside out the center will be cadmium yellow, and as we go towards the white you can use the primary yellow. You could also use the lemon yellow if you don't have the primary yellow. Just ensure that the corners of the flower are proper in shape. If you are not getting the corners properly, use a smaller brush than what you are using. Maybe you can also use a liner brush or your detailing brush for the edges of the flower. I don't want to use too many colors and confuse you. Actually, you don't need too many colors to get the results you want. You can keep working on the same flower with different colors like purples, pinks, blues. You could use them for your shadow areas as well. But then it's not really required and you might be carried away with so many colors as well. So keep colors minimum whenever you can. So for the shadow areas, I'm just adding a touch of the finest grey. So just do a white for the very bright highlighted areas and finish off the flower. If you are watching my channel for the first time, I do post video tutorials like this one every single week. So do subscribe and also click on the bell button so that you'll be getting notifications from YouTube once my videos are out and you don't miss out on any videos. For the second flower, I am going to use the same technique with the same colors. So the center, anyway we are not able to see the center because the flower is sideways. But we have to show the primary yellow. Okay. So the flower petal will be white at the outer edge and primary yellow for the petal area that's coming from the inside. As I told you earlier, the corner of each of the petals is so very important and you will have to show it as stacked on top of each of these petals. So leave a little bit of white there and then paint the rest with the primary yellow. Same way for the shadows, I am just touching a bit of pinus grey for the flowers. Just bring out the tonal differences and shifts in the petals. That itself will give your flower look more real. Okay. For the stem, it is going to be browns and greens together. For the brown, I am using burnt sienna. And for the green, I am using a sap green. So the top part of it is going to be more brown and the bottom is going to be more green. You can add as many stems or stalks you want and create interest to your acrylic paintings. So here is the finished painting of the plumerias. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up and also share it with your friends. Do subscribe and stay connected. Here are some other popular and useful videos that you can check out to grow your acrylic knowledge. Have a great week. Happy painting.